Hi everyone, you're watching Underworld TV live at West Indian Keys, Cineworld. We've got to do a selfie then.
Yeah.
Selfie, I love a
not
selfie.
The selfie moment. You want these selfie moments?
I love a selfie.
Oh.
Smile.
Good, excellent. All right, you're nearly there.
Let me see this again. Just a little bit more range in it. Good. Looking good?
You alright, son? You alright, son? Amani.
Amani?
You okay?
Amani?
Amani.
Amani?
My name is JOIVAN Wade, and I was the writer, or co-screenplay writer, and I starred in the film and also co-directed it. I think, you know, what we set out to do, which is basically to have people respond in a way which would give us the support, the help, and the platform to be able to take this film forward and, you know, essentially get it into the schools and get it to the young people, which is where it needs to be in order to make a change. And I feel like we achieved that today with the people that came out and their response, so really pleased. I think probably one of the most difficult parts of the process was the pressure of, one, trying to create a film which is going to impact and be truthful, and then two, making sure that whatever it is that you are doing in that film is representing truth, you know, because young people are going to watch this film and they're going to be like, the first thing is, that don't happen, or like, wow, that actually happens, you know, and I think it's really important in order to engage them to be able to create something which is truthful, relatable, and that gives them exactly what they need in order to take it and share it with their friends and feel impacted, you know. So definitely the most difficult thing was creating a film in which was going to impact the right lives in the right way.
Where were you when I started that school? I was so excited for a new start, but I sat alone on my own and couldn't make any real friends. Huh, God? I just needed that one decent person to keep me company, to comfort me as I learned to be a man.
30.
Everyone else had a best friend, but I'm sat there on my own because no one gives a damn. So I caged up. Started acting up at school. I had so much rage stuck inside, fighting hard to get loose, and where were my angels? Where was my help to stand? I wasn't a bad kid, but you ignored me when you could have been holding my hand.
Yo guys, what's going on? My name is JOIVAN Wade, and you're watching Underworld TV.
My name is Richard Katta, director of Little Drops Production, and we are at the Amani film premiere. Directing this film, obviously trying to recreate what Amani has been through, was quite challenging. So it was a lot of back and forth. Speaking to Amani, just finding out if this works, because I didn't want to create a different story. I wanted to make sure it was close to what he wanted.
I'm Kieran Canardo, motivational speaker, do a bit of acting here and there. I'm a creative. In the film I played a part of the big brother that got robbed, so I came back with some vengeance on Amani and had to stab him. Yeah, that's the part I played. I had to get into the role, get into the mind and of a young perpetrator, which was challenging to do, but in doing so, there was a lot of emotions that I had to battle with myself. I had to fully get myself into that character, and it's quite deep, because the day I done it, I ended up like that. I was affected for the rest of the day, having to go into such a dark place within myself.
I'll be very honest, it's not gonna happen overnight. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. It's not going to happen overnight. This film alone is not going to be the reason why people will start changing. But I think with the process of Amani going into schools and speaking to the youth in there, I think that will help. So you have the film as a medium, and then you have Amani actively going into schools to speak to people in prisons and whatever. That's how I feel like this film will impact a lot of people.
It's important. It's important. Films like this is important because we explore what's happening in the communities. And I guess it sparks very, very important conversations.
The main purpose of the film is to ensure that the youth out there could sort of take away from this. I mean, it's enough is enough. I just hope personally that when people watch this, they can take something from it.
I think, you know what? What I found with young people, especially the hard to reach youth that people think don't give a shit or don't care about anything, I find that they're very empathetic, and this is a story that will resonate with them, because I'm sure they will name more than one, more than two, and possibly more than three people they've known to either have died or been affected by knife crime one way or another. This is why films like this is important, so we can have that conversation in a safe space.